WrestleMania. Let's take that light off, it's better. That's it. Mm. To think these two, yesterday, Percy hated, he was very frightened, he was terrified. In fact, he bit me hard last night. I was stroking him and suddenly turned and just literally, I've never felt such a hard bite from him before. It wasn't enough like a serious bite, but it was hard. It was like he was frightened of this kitten. He had no idea what this kitten was going to do. I mean, we know, obviously, a kitten's not going to hurt him, but yeah, he was terrified. And he came and lay with me for sleep, like he always does. He always lies beside me in my arms, and snuggles in, but yeah, he went really hard on my hand, and he bit me on my cheek as well, which really hurt. And I just said to him, I said, you do it again, you'll go on the floor. I said, I think you better stop this now. And thought he might have come back. That's why I've got film rolling. But yeah, nothing. Yeah, he then curled up and went to sleep beside me. Oreo, I left him in the flat. I thought there's nowhere that he can go anyway. Everywhere's all closed off. Nowhere's got holes to go behind or anything like that. He's very safe. He can find places to hide from them if he feels intimidating and needs to hide away. Kittens are quite robust. People, think sometimes that they're quite like, oh, they're going to hurt themselves. They're not. They're very, very sort of, they know what to do. They hide away if they're not comfortable, but they're very fast. So yeah. Where we go. But yeah, yesterday, Percy was very upset. Oreo came yesterday afternoon, about 2:30, 3:00, something like that. I think it was more 3:00. Yeah, because I woke up at, I can't remember now, but it was late afternoon. And then I got in touch and said that I'd, bring him over if that's okay. And so I had him. And he is a little monkey. Where are you? Whoop. Okay. It's just into everything. There we go. But yeah, yesterday afternoon, well, when they came, he was brought over, and those who had him had gone. Cosmo absolutely was besotted with him, absolutely fell in love with him straight away. Was chasing him around and following him and totally fine. Gizmo was very okay, but sometimes would have a bit of a hiss to him. And I wasn't sure how these cats were going to be, because you've got to remember that we've lost 3 cats. 2 in July and 1 in, Monday. Elsa, I lost Monday. So, I didn't know if there's going to be any disruption. I know Elsa and Alfie were both very placid, laid back cats. They weren't like characters that were sort of in charge. They were characters that sort of were there, but the very chill ones that sort of sat in the background, and Alfie wasn't really the sort to take over. Occasionally there were some spites, rough and tumble arguments, proper fallouts. At one point, when we lost Charlie, Alfie and Gizmo had a proper full-on fight with lots of fur pulled out and everything. It was the most awful scene I've ever had. But Alfie in general was very laid back, especially towards the end, when I just assumed that it was just him, how he was, but in fact that's when he was starting to probably have heart issues. He's been to the vets previous occasions, and they checked him over. It was given, obviously, the heart, the stethoscopes and all that were used and to listen to the heart. Nothing seemed to pop up concerning, and he was given a steroid injection and brought home. Elsa was the sort of like a mother figure to a few of them, and Percy would lie. Since we lost Alfie, he used to lie with her quite often. Sometimes Elsa would lie with Elsa. Elsa would lie with Elsa. Elsa would lie with Luna. Sometimes with Gizmo. So she lay with everybody, but Percy seemed to be the one that seemed to really take to lying by her, which was really sweet. And lots of head bumps and stuff like that. And then sometimes she'd be like, back off, and she'd hit him one. They must have gone to sleep, must have worn themselves out and gone to sleep on something. They've been like this for hours. Which is good. I'm very happy. Either that or they're eating because I put food out. But yeah, last night we had to move the chaise lounge that I had here. We had to move that out. A long sofa, basically, that you can lie on. That was there in front of this cupboard, but we had to move it out because little Sir climbed inside the actual sofa itself, and my son spotted that there was a paw sticking out from inside the sofa, so he took it out. Well, I said take it out, and he was like, where to? And I said, look, put it on the bed, because that's got to go as well, my bed. I want to get a new one sorted out as soon as possible. And I don't think they're coming back, so I'll twizzle the camera this way. So my son at 2:30 in the morning manoeuvred the chaise into the bedroom. I keep saying living room. Into the bedroom and just plonked on top of the bed, and I've stuffed it with cushions so that no one can get inside and get stuck or anything. So that's what we did. And then I got ready for bed. My son went to bed, and I decided that I lay down, and Percy decided to come over. I called him over because he was like hiding. And he come over and he lay with me, and then he suddenly just decided to be really, really mardy and bit me hard in the middle of my hand. Oh my God, it hurt. Didn't break the skin, but it was very full on bite. And he was frightened. I understood that. I wasn't angry with him, but I just firmly, especially when I, was close and I lay by him and he suddenly bit me on the cheek. And I just was like, no. I was like, you do that again, you go on the floor. And I said, I think you better lie down and go to sleep now. And of course, I think eventually he took the hint and lay down and went to sleep. And then I don't know where little Oreo lay. That's what we've decided to call him, Oreo. Yeah. He would, well, he must have lay on the bed with the other cats, and it was all quiet, which was rather nice. And then when I woke up, it was just before my cleaner come, and he had, he was jumped on me. Percy wasn't too bad. And it was like the look of like, oh, you're still here then. And then while my cleaner was here, they've been chasing each other and, sort of Percy was starting to follow him around to start off with, sneaking around behind him, watching what he was doing and going to hit him a few times, sneaking up, like, what's it on the Pink Panther with Peter Sellers? Where he was Clouseau and, is it his Chinese housekeeper? I can't remember the name. It was a bit like that. And that's all it's been, running around now. But to start off with, they started chasing the ball between them. And then they've eaten in the kitchen nearby each other. And then they've been chasing each other for bloody hours, just like, tag, you're it. Now, you're it. And then wrestling and stuff like that. And it's gone quiet now, so I think maybe they've gone to sleep. They've gone for a lie down somewhere. I mean, I'm really pleased that they are. My biggest concern was that he wasn't going to fit in and I was in such a panic because after what went on with Minnie and the bullying that Percy and Cosmo did to her, I was really scared that they were going to be like that with him. And so far, so good, everything's fine. At some point, I will be looking for a female, probably a Sphinx. Yeah, I've got a big birthday coming up, and it would be a gift to myself to get one. And that is my plan, to get one sorted out. Or another cat that I really would love to have. I've seen like a few Siamese type cats. So I don't know. There'll be something that will just jump out at me and I'll be like, that's the one I want. But I just want a bit of time just to get Percy now come back in. Perhaps the little ones had asleep. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to get things sorted out now. I need to get a sofa sorted as well. Something that goes to the ground, preferably, that these cats aren't going to be able to get inside and do stuff with. But yeah, it's confusing them at the minute that the sofa's disappeared from the living room. But I want to do a bit of a furniture refurb, if you like, in the living room. But I wasn't planning on doing this yet. But we will crack it. Everything's one step at a time. I mean, Oreo wasn't planned. I got asked if I wanted them. And the circumstances and everything, he was like a kitten needing rehoming very quickly. And I didn't know what the guy was like who was looking to rehome. I mean, he could have been one of these that if no one claims him and rescues a foal, and his cats won't come home with this kitten, taking over. Would they have put him in a box and dumped him somewhere? I really don't know. Or drowned him or something. Or just turfed him out and just shut the door and not opened it again. I don't know. And it just played on my mind, and that's what really, really upset me. And I just thought, I can't do it. So I did. I had him. And he is just the most sweetest cat. Are you playing? Russell! You wrestling? Chirpy, chirpy. I know in a couple of weeks I've got to, when I get my money going in again, I mean, this week is going to be a really tight week because nothing goes in for me. And I've just paid for Elsa to be put to sleep. So my money is like super, super tight. Where I've got nothing. I've got a direct debit coming out. So I've got to make sure the money's in for that. And then my plan of kitten flying through the air. Oh dear. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah. But I'll get him booked in at the vet's because I need to get his injections done. Because he's at the minute, I'm assuming he hasn't had any injections. He was took to the vet's to be scanned to see if he had a chip in him or anything, and nothing. So yeah, he was scanned. He was scanned at the vet's, nothing. But he was given a flea wormer treatment. So my plan of action is to get him in at the vet's, get him his first injections done, get him registered, and then he'll have to go back the following week for part 2, I think. And then when he's ready, when his bits have dropped, then they will get him in to be neutered. And then I wanted, because my original plan was that I was going to take Gizmo in to be just checked over, make sure he's okay. With him being my eldest male, I just want him to be my eldest, full stop. I just want him to be okay and just to check him over. And that is what I, wanted to do. But at this moment in time, I've got a kitten that needs to be checked by the vets and also given his first jabs because he's very vulnerable. He's not had any injections. And I don't know exactly how old he is. It's just a bit of guesswork. He's about 8 weeks. So we'll see. But yeah. But they're getting on really well. There's lots of chirping and running around, and wrestling each other and him hitting Cosmo, Percy even. Got the name right and eventually. I'll tell you. But I just do it as a process of elimination now. He's had enough, I think now. Where are we going to go? Has he worn you out? Hey? He's not so bad, is he? No, he's worn out a bit now. He's a bit tired out. Having a minute. The state of my wall. I can't wait for this door. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the doorway to be sorted out now. I'm hoping that I'll get a phone call over all this and get it sorted soon. Oh, careful. Be careful with each other. Hey! Oh, God. Ouch. Oof. Fucking hell. Those tooths can be quite sharp, like little needles. Kittens' teeth aren't too bad, but yeah. It's like, I love you. But yeah. My mum and dad came over today. Just as a flying visit, and you know, they saw Oreo and they were like, oh, he's cute. And you know, my mum was like, I said to her, I did want a girl. That was my plan. I got 4 cats. I was going to get a girl cat and then maybe afterwards get a boy. It didn't quite work out that way. I said, I don't know whether I'll get a girl. My mum says, oh, you still can. You know, I said that I wanted one like Gizmo, like Percy, a Sphinx, or I'd love a Siamese. You know, there's going to be something that I'm going to just glance at the photo and I'll be like, that's the one I want. Whether it's one or the other, you know. But I just love Sphinx cats and I would love another one. And as I've got a big birthday coming up, I'm going to be an old lady. Yeah, so your mum says, oh, I'll give you some birthday money towards, you know, to help get it. So that'll be good. And I'm going to be in no rush, you know, I'll choose when I'm able. You know, when I see the one I want, I'll be like, that's the cat for me. Because I want to have one. And then that's me done. That's my cats. I mean, for me, they are the biggest company ever because I don't go out. Occasionally I'll go out into town. Occasionally I'll do stuff, but my cats are my company. They're everything. And, you know, they just keep me good. They keep me sweet. They keep me sane. And I'd be lost without them. So, yeah. I'll never have any money while I've got my cats. There's always an expense somewhere, but I wouldn't be without them. You know, some people have fancy cars or nice, you know, they get clothes that they really like or whatever, or, you know, holidays, flash holidays. I don't have any of that. And yeah, I just love my cats. I just want to get my bed sorted out. That's one of the next things as well, is get my bedroom sorted out. I want to get an upright freezer sorted out because I'm absolutely desperate because I've got one that's with all the frost in it inside and it's just like chocker. And I just want to get it sorted out as soon as possible. Something that's affordable. And then I keep looking out and waiting, and when there's a sale on or something, I'll be able to get one. The rate it's going, it'll be bloody Black Friday before I can get something. But never mind. And then my dishwasher and my washing machine. And then I want to sort my bedroom out. Oh, I'm glad to see Percy looking happier. He really was so frightened yesterday. You think the devil was in the bloody flat, you know. He was terrified. And he was just so uptight and did not look happy. And I thought, oh my God, is this going to work? You know, if he's going to be like this. And I knew that it would be okay, but he's a very accepting cat once he gets to know. But it's somebody new brought in. So it's change. And then it's unsettling because they've lost 3 cats. I mean, Minnie was the alpha female, but they bullied her. That was horrible to see. But she didn't fit in with their group and they pushed her out. And I thought, I hope this doesn't happen with this one. But all is well with the world. 24 hours makes all the difference. It's brilliant. I love what. Pit stop break. But yeah, I just want everything finished now, all the dust and the chaos and everything. I'm hoping that me going in the week to housing and me kicking off. I always joked when I put about it on Facebook that that I've been into the office and I've gone absolutely, you know, really speaking that I just about had enough and I just want to, and I got plenty across and off my chest and I said how rubbish the OT was that was helping me out. It's like she's abandoned me altogether and I want to investigate him because she's absolutely useless and I just wonder how many other people have also been dumped at the wayside, you know, ignored. You know, there's a list of things that still need doing that are outstanding that have been approved that need finishing off and nothing, absolutely nothing. Can't keep up with you that fast. Yeah, that fast. Yeah, I had visions of me and I said on Facebook, I says if I got no action, I could see me chaining myself to the railings or gluing myself to the front door of the housing. You know, one of these things just to get myself sorted out. Because I've had enough now. You know, I'm sick of the home being upside down and nothing else happening. No sign. You know, my bathroom, weirdly enough, has been signed as completed and there's still work still outstanding to be done. The silly idiot that came over to look at the bathroom, the shower curtain rail, and he looked at the grab rail, took photographs, but that was it. He was supposed to have done the job. And then the sink was delegated to somebody else that had been assigned to do the toilet and the floor. And then he told the OT, no, that's not my part of the grant, you said you were going to be sorting that on another budget to do with the bathroom. So housing, we're going to be sorting that out. And then that's got fallen to the wayside. And even the lady said that the sink should have been done ages ago. The shower rails and all that has been ticked as completed. Taps, long handle taps, is a simple enough job. Why wasn't that done 7 months ago? Living room doorway still wants widening and it's been approved. And then vinyl for in the hallway once the doorways are all finished. And then someone going round and sorting out all the horrible holes, gaps and everything that need finishing off. So, oh God, I'm so fed up now. But fingers crossed. I've put an official complaint in as well. And I have had somebody email me saying that they've received it and they're investigating it now. So, fingers crossed, because they can get the ombudsman involved over what's going on, to see what the hell's going on with this build and why hasn't it not been completed. Because it's well and truly over the time now that, it should have been done. So, but as soon as all the mess and dust is done, I can then look into things like ordering a sofa. I only want to get something from IKEA, that's in their budget range, because I just can't afford anything excessively expensive. I mean, my sofa that's over the other side of the room's from a charity. It was 25 quid. It was just like one that they couldn't get rid of because of the size of it. But I'll cover that with some throws and things and stretch covers and that, and I'll have one where that chaise was. And then this chair that I'm sitting on now, I'm going to get rid of that and put a dining room table and chairs in this section here. And just have a bit of a tidy around, change your furniture a little bit, but without putting down too much. And then I want to get loads of new house plants in and stuff like that, because I'm sick of all the plastic ones. They're okay, but I like fresh ones and I want to get them all in looking fabulous. So we'll see. Right, anyway, I am going to go because I've rattled on long enough. Half an hour. But, I thought I'd just do a quick video showing you guys that it's amazing what can happen in like 24 hours. I mean, the chap that had Oreo said that his missus's cats wouldn't come in. And one of the cats they'd had from a baby, seen it born and didn't want to lose it. And I thought, well, no, but some people just don't have the patience, to allow time for a cat to get used to another cat being here. It doesn't happen overnight, not very often anyway. And just some people expect everything to be instant. Best mates, it don't work like that. So, but anyway, 24 hours and I've got the majority of them pretty good. I mean, Luna was hissing and spitting at him yesterday, and today she's had a little bit of a, stay off, go away kind of thing. But she's not as bad as she was, and half the time she don't bother with him. And it's only if he gets in her space at the minute, but give it another few days or so and he'll be sleeping with her on the chair and all the rest of it. They'll all get used to each other. It just takes time. And you just sort of ignore all the hissing and spitting because it's all part and parcel of the settling in period. I've been through this so many times now with lots and lots of different cats, different ages, adult cats as well as youngsters, and Yeah. I yeah, I just want my little happy household. I'm loving the fact that they're all fairly chilled. They're all fairly getting on with each other. There's no real arguments and fallouts and such. So, anyway, I'm going to love and leave. I've said that so many times now, but I'm off. Catch you later, guys. Bye.